Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of ShopMissA. This is so long overdue, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but every time I go online, a lot of stuff from ShopMissA is always sold out. So I wanted to make sure I was able to get everything for a full face, and I have so many products here. Everything looks really good. I've done a full face of ShopMissA a couple times before on my channel a few years back, but I'm like, it's time for an updated version. So if you guys are new to ShopMissA, basically everything used to be $1, but now they have a bunch of other products, different brands, makeup tools and stuff. So the prices did go up a little bit. So everything is like just over $1. It's like $1.55. Prices vary, but for the most part, everything is still really affordable. I was able to get everything for about 60 bucks, including shipping, which I think is really good. I did pay for the fastest shipping too, because I'm impatient and I wanted to get this stuff ASAP. There were a couple things that are broken along the way, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna make it work and we're gonna use it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Definitely grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. Okay, so first up, I picked up the Sculpting Brow Pencil. So this is kind of like the brow definer. So you get a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other. Oh yay, it's a good color. Actually, it's probably a little bit too light, but I think it's doable. I have another brow product. I like the formula of this because it doesn't seem like too waxy, and it's also not too like hard. Like it actually is creamy and it glides on the brows. Now I'm gonna go in with, I think, did I get a pomade? I got eyeliner and brow gel. I did get a pomade. Okay, this right here. So this is from the brand Amuse Cosmetics. They have a couple different brands on ShopMissA. Like they have some LA colors, they have AOA Studio, and then they have this brand Amuse as well. So this one is in dark brown and it's like a multi-use. So you could use it as an eyeliner or as like a brow gel. Comes with a little brush here. I'm not gonna use this. I did actually pick up another set of brushes, eye brushes, because I have a bunch of face brushes, but I wanted to try out these eye brushes again. I got these before. They come in a little, like a pink set as well. I remember really loving them. So I just got a black version because I just wanted to upgrade a lot of my brushes, and I spot cleaned these already, and these are really soft, really good. I think ShopMissA is a great place to get makeup brushes because they're really affordable, but like good quality. Okay, but like how freaking cute is this packaging? It's like a little flower on the bottom, like a flower pot. Oh wait, this is actually I did get a brow pomade. Okay, just kidding. I'm not gonna use that. This is really nice, but it looks actually like it's a really dark brown. I don't even know if I'm gonna really love this color for my brows, but I guess I'm gonna keep this and use it as like a gel liner because it's just like a good, really dark brown. But I actually ended up getting, and I didn't realize, a brow pomade, and this is specifically just for the brows. And this one I got in the shade dark brown as well. And I'm gonna use one of the little brow brushes that comes in the brush set that I picked up. So let's try this out. It doesn't feel super creamy, so you might have to add like a little bit of like a oil or something to it. I don't really actually like this formula. It feels really hard. It doesn't feel like super creamy. This actually feels a little bit waxy, a little bit more waxy than what I like for a pomade. I mean, definitely doable, but I would say for brow products, I love the e.l.f. liner and brow cream. I mean, you just can't go wrong with it. It's like $4, but I love that formula. And also NYX has some good pomades as well. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my brows, and I picked up this Top Secret concealer. It's like a little pot concealer, and I actually got two different shades. I got Buff and Fair Ivory. I'm not really sure which one is gonna match, but let's try out both. I think I'm gonna start with Buff. It's just like a creamy like pot concealer. And I'm gonna use a little flat brush. Ooh, this feels creamy. Wow, that is super creamy. Oh my goodness. Okay, wow, this is definitely 2016 right here. Let me blend that out. I actually like that concealer a lot. I mean, the shade is really light. Like this is definitely not something that I could probably use if I have a little bit more color to me, but it's a lot creamier than I thought it was gonna be. Definitely more creamy than the pomade. So I like this. Oh yeah, I think this is like a perfect concealer for carving out your brows, or even for like spot concealing. I could try this later because it's definitely thicker, but again, it's creamy and it blends like really easily. So I did pick up a new eye primer, and this one is the Soft Base Eye Primer. And I got this one in the shade Nude, and this is from AOA Studio. I love the packaging. It's just like a little squeezy tube. Comes off pretty runny, but I'm gonna do about that much. Wow, this is really pigmented. Okay, I'm gonna use a brush actually to blend this out. That is intense. Wow, that looks good. I like how it evened everything out. I thought it was gonna be a little bit too light at first, but it really like canceled out the discoloration, makes everything look super even. Okay, next up for eyeshadow palettes, I have these little, like, they look like the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow palettes. So this is of course a neutral one. I'm not gonna use this one, but I think I'm gonna do like a green, blue kind of look today. That's kind of what I'm feeling, but how pretty do these palettes look? Originally, I was thinking something with this and then this palette right here. I guess I'll start with the green first. I'm gonna just kind of put that all over. I'm gonna have to build this up. Normally with colors like this, I would use like a flat brush, but I just wanna start softly with this and then gradually build it up. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of this baby blue, just with that same brush, kind of layering it, just mixing the two. And then I feel like it creates like this really pretty like mint green. I'm definitely gonna do some gems today on my face, or on my eyes, because I was looking at this TikTok and I got totally inspired. I'll pop in a picture of her right here. But her placement of the jewels I love, so I'm definitely gonna do that today. So I'm gonna take this color right here and I'm just gonna use my finger. Oh wow, that looks really pigmented. Oh wow, this feels almost like creamy. Like it feels like a cream eyeshadow a little bit. It's really pigmented though, this is pretty. Okay, for eyeliners, I picked up two different ones. So I have like a pen one and then I have just a regular eyeliner. So this one is the AOA Studio Eyes on Me Vivid Liquid Liner. And this one I just got in shade Edgy, which is just black. And then I also got the eyeliner pen in the shade black. So let's try out both. Let's start off with the pen first. Wow, this is really nice. Oh wow, I actually like them both. So I think it really just comes down to what kind of liner you prefer to work with, but they're both super black and I love the formulas of these a lot. Now for mascara, I have the AOA Studio Fat Lash Mascara. This looks so good. The wand looks like kind of one of those rubberized wands, but has like these little tiny fibers on the end. So I feel like that's gonna be good for length. So let's try this out. Wow. Length and separation for sure. Do you see that? The wand is nice too because even though it's rubberized, like it doesn't hurt when you're applying it. I did get some lashes. I got this big pack. It's like a 6-pack for $5.80. And these are in the style Alexis. They're all the same lash. These were like the only ones that were available, but they look pretty. I guess, you know what? While we wait, I could probably do a couple of the gems. So she has 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could do 4 up here and then do the other ones once I'm done the rest of my makeup. While we wait for the lash glue to dry, right? Why not? So I got these gems from Michaels, but I'm sure you can find these like anywhere. Amazon probably has them for a little bit cheaper, but I had a coupon and I got a bunch of them. So the ones she has are kind of big. So I'm gonna put a little bit of lash glue wherever I want to place these. Oh, these lashes are really pretty. They're kind of like an Ardell Demi Wispy, but a little bit more enhanced, but they're like that kind of vibe. Like they have a very thin band. They're not super dramatic, but they definitely add a little bit of a length and like wispiness. So I really like these. So eyes are complete. I am pretty much loving everything, to be honest. The only thing that I don't really love is the brow pomade, but other than that, everything is getting like a double thumbs up for me, especially the eyeliner and lashes I really, really like. I did get a primer spray, so I got this little duo. It's like a primer spray and a setting spray. So I'm gonna start with the primer spray first, and then I'm gonna go in with an actual primer. So this one is supposed to be paraben-free, absorbs oil, minimizes pores. It's cute. It matches my eyeshadow. Ooh, did you hear that? so many noises outside, but you know, I hope that you guys find comfort in the background noises so that you feel like you're here with me. Actually smells really nice. The spritzer, it's pretty good. It's pretty even. Very hydrating. I don't know how this would necessarily like minimize pores, but it does feel really nice. Now we can go in with primer, and this is the Perfect Filter Face Primer. It's supposed to minimize pores and smooth you out, and this is what it looks like. So I don't really feel like this like minimized my pores or like filled anything in, but it does feel really nice. It feels like a moisturizer. So I think, you know, overall it's a good base underneath, but it doesn't really like do anything as far as pores. But it's okay because we have foundation anyway, and hopefully that'll smooth us out even more. So this is the Buildable Satin Foundation. So this says it delivers buildable coverage and a long-lasting natural finish. That's like exactly what I love. So I got the shade Pure Beige and Sand. Which color do I want to go with? Let's go with this one, 305 Pure Beige. Okay, so I have this little sponge here. Let me show you guys the packaging. This is the Paw Paw Wonder Blender Sponge. I've heard so many good things about this sponge, so I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna do, I guess, one side with a brush, one side with a sponge. This does feel really, really soft and squishy. I did get this damp under the sink. So let's try it out. I don't really blend my foundation out with a sponge anymore. I've literally been using a brush. Okay, well, this looks amazing. Okay, wait, this looks really, really good. Definitely natural, but it definitely covers up what it needs to. Like, evens out the skin. And the other side I'm gonna do with a brush. I think it looks good either way. It blends nicely with both the brush and the sponge. Wow, this looks really good. So the last time that I used ShopMissA products, they didn't have this foundation. Okay, so that is like one layer, and I think it looks really nice. So wow, this definitely impressed me the most. And I'm gonna use this Natural Finish Medium to Full Coverage Concealer. This one is from AOA Studio again. Same brand as like the primer and the foundation. So it comes in like a squeezy packaging. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. This is gonna be way too light for me, but we gotta make it work. I'm gonna use a brush to apply it. Oh yeah, this is too light, but it's okay. Let's do that much. It feels really thick. It's actually a lot creamier than I thought it was going to be, but it is a little bit on the thicker side. I mean, it's not bad, but comparing it to the foundation, I definitely like the foundation a lot more, but it's doable. So I think on the other side, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the shade Buff in the concealer that I used earlier to carve out my brows, and I'm gonna apply that on the other side just so we can compare both concealers. I'm gonna use a different brush, and I'm gonna apply that right under here. This one is definitely also thick because it is like a pot concealer, so they're both thick. I'm just trying to build this up because I feel like my dark circles are peeking through, and I'm gonna add the shade Buff on the other side. I don't really like that first concealer that I went in. I prefer this one, to be honest. So I think the concealer that I used to carve out the brows is good for just that. Maybe spot concealing. For the under eyes, maybe not the best because it is a little bit thicker, so it might settle into fine lines, and even just blending them, like they both blend, but I don't love the way that they look in that area for me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. So I have two different powders. I have a pressed powder, and then I also have a loose powder. So I'm gonna use the loose powder for the under eyes and then the pressed powder to set the rest of the face. So this is the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, and this one is in the shade Soft Light. I've definitely tried AOA powders before, and I think I really liked them. So I'm gonna take that and just set my under eyes. Okay, this is actually nice. It's kind of light, but I feel like it slightly brightens as well. Pretty good. It looks really light. I think also because the concealers are a little bit too light, but now I'm gonna go ahead and set the face, and this one is in the shade Beige. Now, bronzer. Bronzer's a little tricky on ShopMissA. A lot of stuff sold out, and they don't really have a huge variety, at least when I was on their website. So I picked up this powder here. This is pretty much the only thing, now that I look at it, that's like could work for me as a bronzer. So I got this, and then I also have these, well, actually just kidding, this is a blush, because they have these little blush and glow palettes. So you get a highlighter and a blush, but I thought this could work as a bronzer, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's pretty. Maybe I could use it as a bronzer, but I'm going to use this. This is just the Smooth Definition Pressed Powder in the shade Medium. All right, now I have some blushes. So I have a couple different blushes here. Like I said, these are really nice. This is the only shade that was available, but they have really pretty colors in these, and I've tried them before. So you get like a matte blush and then a highlighter, which essentially you could actually just mix the two and create like a really pretty like baked blush look on your cheeks. So that is what that looks like. I feel like these would even be pretty as eyeshadows too. So that's a pretty color combo. And then I have two different blushes. So this is the Lumi Radiant Blush, and this one is in Frantic Pink. And then I have this one, which is just a matte blush from AOA Studio in the shade Wispy. Let's try this one. This looks so pretty. It's like a pretty orange peach. I like this a lot. It's very smooth. I feel like it gives you just the right amount of pigment, and then just touching it, it feels really silky soft. It doesn't feel like chalky or powdery, so love. And then let's try the other one on the other side in Frantic Pink. And this is more so like a baked blush. So there's like a sheen to it, but it's pretty. Ooh. Yeah, this is more so like, it looks like a highlighter actually. I'm gonna go over this side with this just to add a little glow to the cheeks. Also, to get a highlighter, this is the Halo highlighter. Ooh, and this one is in the shade Allure. It's really, really light. I'm gonna definitely apply this in the inner corners. There we go, that pops now a little bit more. A little bit. This feels this does actually feel dry and a little chalky, especially comparing it to this blush, like the formula of this. So I'm actually gonna leave the eyes blank on the lower lashes. I'm just gonna add some mascara. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave the under eyes blank because like I kind of have been loving that lately. So I'm just gonna do mascara. Plus then we can really see how this mascara looks. Okay, so little update. I ended up not doing the same exact gems that the girl from TikTok had just because I tried it and I just felt like it was a little bit too much. All I did was just add a little gem right to like the inner corners, and that is it. And then I also took that same liner that I was using, that black pen liner, which by the way I love, and I just like extended the inner corner just a little bit just to elongate that and give me a little bit more of a cat eye, and that's all I did. I also did apply a nude liner to my waterline, and I just used this one from Melt Cosmetics, but Essence also has one for like $4 that's really good. So now we're gonna do lips, and I'm gonna try out a couple of these. So I have this Velvet Lips Cream Lipstick, and then I also have a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a lip liner. So let's start off with this right here. This is the AOA Studio Velvet Lips, and this is like a non-sticky matte, basically kind of like a soft matte lip cream. The packaging is really nice on these. OMG, that is a lot brighter than I thought it was gonna be. It's like a coral orange, but it's like wearable. Okay, wait, I think this is actually pretty. I like this. It feels like a soft matte lip cream or like a really light, actually I was gonna say liquid lipstick, but it doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick. It feels like a soft matte lip cream. It's definitely moussey. Oh, this is nice. I really actually like this a lot. It's a lot brighter than I thought it was gonna be. I feel like it looks brighter in person than it does on camera, but it's really pretty. And then I also have a lipstick. This lipstick I definitely am not gonna use for this look because I feel like that's not gonna look right, but I'm gonna try it on my lips just to see. This was the only shade that was available, but it looks really pretty though. They have a bunch of other colors. And then there's also this diamond lip gloss. This is just like a pink gloss with a ton of like glitter in it. Oh, see, yeah, that's pretty. It's just gonna add like a nice little glossy shimmer touch. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's like kiss proof or totally matte. It does say it has a matte finish. I guess maybe the finish of it is matte on the lips, but it doesn't actually dry down matte. You know what I mean? I really like this color though. I'm probably gonna end up keeping this shade on, but I should have did this one last, but it's okay. Let's take this off and I'm gonna try out the lipstick. And this one is in the shade Flirt. It's pretty. I don't know what kind of color this is. It's like an off red. Feels really creamy and pigmented. Wow, this is giving me Christmas vibes now. I'm definitely not gonna wear this with this eyeshadow, but it's a pretty color. It feels really nice on the lips. You can see it's almost when you apply it, it looks like a balm, the texture, but then the more that you add, the more that you can get more pigment and like color payoff. It's a nice formula. It's definitely comfortable. The last thing to try is this lip gloss. I'm just gonna try it on my bare lips. Oh yeah, this is like basically gold, like glitter. Probably a good gloss to use like in the center. Could be pretty though. Like I said, it could be a shade that you put just right in the center of your lips to add a little pout, little shine, but all over the lips, no. And I should have known based on that swatch. So I think the winner for today are the Velvet Lips. So I'm gonna go back in with the shade Claire. I wish you guys could see how bright this is in person. I think out of all the lip products, this is probably my favorite. And the last thing to complete this look is setting spray. So I'm going to use the spray that I mentioned earlier. This is supposed to give you a lightweight, matte, comfortable finish and make your makeup last all day. It has a different kind of smell. It doesn't smell like the primer water. It's different, but it doesn't smell as good as the primer spray. So, I mean, if you care about scents, I always like to mention it because I know some people are more sensitive to scents than others. So you know what time it is. It's time to talk about the product. So let's do some speed reviews. I really like a lot of these. So I feel like overall, like the products worked well and I was able to create this look and I like the way it turned out. But there's definitely some products that I think perform a little bit better than others. First off, the brow pencil. I think this is good if you're looking for something super affordable. I like this a lot. It did what it had to do. The formula was nice and I like the shade. Also really like this pot concealer. I don't really like it for the under eyes, but I think it could work really well for cleaning up your brows or for spot concealing because the formula is a little bit thicker, but it's very creamy. I just don't like it for the under eyes. This foundation is everything. This is beautiful. I know I only used one shade, but holy guacamole. This looks so good. It's really smooth. It has like a natural medium coverage, but it's so comfortable. It's breathable. And I just feel like it definitely looks a lot better than I thought that it would. So I really like this a lot and I'll keep you guys updated on how this wears throughout the rest of the day. The matte blush, 20 out of 10. This is really beautiful. The texture and the formula of it is actually a lot better than it looks. Like, don't go off the packaging, go off of the actual color and the formula and take my word for it. This is so soft. It doesn't even feel like it's an affordable blush. Like, it feels really luxe. These powders I also really like. I think they're good setting powders if you need something for your under eyes or just to set your makeup. These are great. I'm also a huge fan of the lashes and lash glue. 10 out of 10. The Velvet Lips, beautiful. They don't dry down completely matte. And by that, I mean like it's not going to be transfer proof. You can see I did kiss the back of my hand a little bit earlier. And there's still going to be some product that comes off and it's matte on the lips, but it's not matte like a liquid lipstick, if that makes sense. So it's not totally transfer proof, but I still love this color and it feels so nice on the lips. It doesn't even feel like I'm wearing anything. So I like these. I think the eyeshadows were cute. I mean, even though mine came broken, I still loved them. I like the look that I created. I mean, with the mattes, you do have to build them up a little bit, but it's still a great formula, especially for the price. They have a lot of different variety as far as shades online. So check these out if you need some affordable little eyeshadow palettes. This Fat Lash mascara is everything. If you're looking for a good lengthening, separating mascara, you will love this. Let's talk about these eyeliners, you guys. These are everything. The liquid liner and then the eyeliner pen. So good, very easy to work with, very black, very matte, and they're both super black. I think it just depends on your preference with liners. For me, if I had to choose one, I would probably go with the eyeliner pen just because like that's what I prefer, but it's so good. Also, this beauty sponge, 10 out of 10, definitely lived up to the hype. Totally recommend. And then these makeup brushes you need. If you need some good eye brushes, I love these. I mean, they're super fluffy, they're soft, they come in this little case, and these are good for everyday makeup, but even for more dramatic looks, you have a ton of different variations of fluffy brushes, different sizes, and like the handles and everything, they're just like good quality, so you can't go wrong with these. And then everything else, I feel like it was like okay, but it wasn't really like a favorite, you know, like you could definitely live without it. You don't need it. It's not a must-have. So if you guys have any favorites from the brand, let me know what they are down below because I'm thinking about placing another order because now that I know kind of what works and what doesn't. But yeah, overall, I think ShopMissA is definitely worth trying. So I will link everything down below for you guys and I will categorize everything based on what I liked and what I didn't like. If you're interested, check the description box for all the details. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!